Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So Purushottamant, I've always been telling you Leela stories related to Krishna, related to devotees, related to Purushottamant. I am going to tell you a story of something which is bang opposite, right? So Krishna actually is there in his abode. We do not have a doubt. But there are a lot of atheists who always keep finding fault with every action of Krishna. And they also have a lot of logic which they apply. So I think Prabhupada has always said it is important that we understand the underlying principle and relative relevant proofs subordinate to this, right? So what we are telling is very important, right? So the story which all of you know, I am going to retell the story, but I want you to pay attention because there are multiple views to the story. And our mind is like khichdi. It's all mixed, right? So we should really know what is the truth behind the story and the actual version behind Krishna's story. So this story is actually the story which not really devotees love to discuss, because this is the pastime of how Krishna leaves the material planet and goes back to Goloka. But devotees are not keen to listen to that or react or listen to any of this story. But nevertheless, I think it's important that we understand Krishna's story more from the fact not to feel bad or feel happy, but at least to know that there are multiple philosophical assumptions played by some of the jnanis. So let's at least understand for ourselves. Given a chance, we can also have a fight. When I say fight, I'm not telling real fist fight, but just to understand, right? So what Krishna is. So now coming back, we all know that their story is Krishna leg is palm, the feet is very beautiful and pink, and that was mistook to be the deer. And there was a hunter called Jara who released the arrow. And also there is a myth that Krishna's one leg is weak, and that's how his fate ends and all that. So we all know Krishna is nirguna, right, which means no material qualities. And where is the concept of fate, stars, modes working on it? It's not going to work. So it's very conflicting for people who are in between, right? People, devotees know the answer. Non-devotees also know the answer because they assume the wrong thing. But devotees, neither devotee nor non-devotee, they are the struggle, right? Most of the time we are in that category, and that's where we struggle more than the rest. So the coming back to the story, what happened? So the Krishna actually, when he came with two set of people. One set are the Goloka associates of his who came down along with him. And another one his heavenly planet associates who also came here, demigods, right? After they finish their roles, they have to go back to the respective place. Plan number one. Plan number two is, even if there is a last person left, he did not want to have Yadu Vamsha because pride will build. I am from Yadu Vamsha. I am from Krishna Vamsha. I am God. He doesn't want that pride. Now, third very important thing. Oh my God, all of us who are here, how will we go to Goloka if there are only two set of people? Because we are actually doing sadhana bhakti and we will go to Goloka. Before going to Goloka, we will be in one of the pastimes of Krishna. So we will fall in the category of pure devotees. Why are we aiming for demigod category, right? So we will directly go there, before which we will be partaking in one of the pastimes. So now what happens is, to finish, so Yadukula is solid, right? So it's either pure devotees from Goloka or it's Devatas, demigods. So you know how powerful they are, so powerful that it is just not possible for a common person to go and finish them. So Krishna made an illusion so that they themselves fight and end their lives so that they can go to their respective destinations. So which also means Krishna is also Yadu, right? So which means he has to pack his bag and go. That's also important. So in this process, how the whole thing was streamlined. Samba is the second son of Krishna, who is actually none other than Kartikeya, Muruga, or Kartikeya. I think these are the two names which come across more familiarly used, and he is the commander-in-chief of the demigods. He is a second son of whom our Shiva, Lord Shiva, and he comes as Samba, Krishna's second son. Now what is his role is, he's a very playful kid, very notoriously playful kid, and he and his friends, when the sages had come, pretended, he actually impersonated himself to be a lady, a pregnant lady, and asked, what child he's going to have, boy or a girl. Sage understood he was mocking him, and he cursed him, telling that you'll have an iron rod. So he had this iron rod, which actually marks the end of the, the yuga, not just the yuga, it basically the Yadu Vamsa. So knowing that, So they, after he delivered the iron rod, they went and broke it into pieces and junked it in the sea. And many particles got destroyed, but each of those tiny, tiny particles became a long rod, which one such rod was found by a fisherman. And he gave it to Jara. Now linking it back, where is Jara and Krishna related? Now Jara made a nice arrow to kill the animal. Now Jara is obviously a killer, hunter. So hunter come killer, he will kill animals, eat animals, drink blood. This is his role. Now what he saw Krishna's red leg and he killed. Now again, one more angle to this. What are the angles? Yaduvamsa should be destroyed, done. So a Brahmana curse came. Now many of them even keep telling Gandhari's curse and all that. So he said, okay, I will not take the curse, but I will show you the power of all these curses which have to act. But none of this can really influence Krishna, because Krishna is apapa vidam. Ishopanishad mantra 8. Sapariyaga chukramakaramavranam yashna vidam suddham apapa vidam kavi manishi paribu swayambhu yata yatra dovartan vyadadak shashvadibhya samabhya. So he's so pure, uncontaminated, nothing can touch him. In that situation, how will these touch? But everything was like a role play. So now what is going to happen is this particular hunter shot and he got hurt. This is the part 1 of story. Let's wait, stay tuned for what happens, story behind the hunter, what is the link between the hunter and Krishna, and why is Krishna doing all this, and why would that poor hunter suffer, or is the poor hunter blessed? With all these questions in mind, I want all of you all to sleep happily, hopefully dream something and find answers. If you don't find answers before tomorrow, I will come with a part 2 extension of the story. Hare Krishna, everybody, and looking forward to see you all tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji.
Krishna Mataji.